Hello everybody, this is Zerda with Zerda MTG, and I'm back at it again today with Blue-White. Oh boy, do I wish I had more flyers. Draft kind of didn't go exactly as planned, but we're about to see how this goes. Alright, ooh, good advice. Good advice, Arena. Teach terminology. Please do take this moment to lull in any kind of action to remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It will really help the channel grow and mean a lot to me. Let's see. Wish I had a 3-drop, but I'm pretty sure I'm low on them. No blue, but blue is not entirely necessary for this hand. As long as I draw some lands, I should be good for the first few turns, and given enough turns, I will draw islands. I'm more concerned with filling my curve, and also making sure I don't lose too much card advantage. Excellent. Get to attack for 3 on turn 3. That's gonna be pretty good in draft. Who knew? The synergies are coming together. A bit of a non-bow that I have cats and dogs in the same deck though, I guess. Feel like that shouldn't exactly work together. Well, I wanted a 3-drop and I got it. Shame I drew a better 2-drop. Go swinging in. Opponent is a little bit of trouble finding an attraction. Bit of a shame we didn't get to really slam the door shut on our opponent stumbling into the 4th lane. Fourth land here would be very good. Excellent. Counter there. Counter there. And we will swing out. Alright. I don't imagine our opponent's coming back from this, but they can. So we need to be careful. Alright. Excellent. So I believe we'll just be attacking with Pack Leader and Alpine. This is all combat damage that would be dealt 2 dogs. Okay, so that does include itself. And I'll just attack like that. I'm gonna use this, not this, to, you know, tap down 2 creatures instead of just 1. For my attack. That way I get 1 on their end step, 1 on my turn, and essentially get more activations. Attack the Crypt Lurker. tap the detail. And there we go. Alright. That was a pretty straightforward victory. Our opponent stumbled and never really got their feet under them. So, not too difficult to win that one. Let's go ahead and play a little bit more though. See if we're going to be able to go the rest of this draft without any losses. Of course, saying that is a surefire way to make sure we don't, but hey, if we're not tempting fate, then what are we doing? So, there we go. We'll have to wait a little bit longer to give you all some exciting news about the channel. What is this news, you ask? No time for that. We have mulligan decisions. Let's see. Buster's Arcolite. Idol of Endurance is much better if we don't draw it in our opener. But I do think this is a keeper. I am torn between wanting to play this on turn 1 to get it out there and wanting to use it to trigger prowess later. I suppose an equip is basically the same as triggering the prowess as long as I have something else I'm doing with my mana. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think now we're just playing the short sword is right because of the drawing of Silent Dart. No need to reveal all of my colors here. Next turn I will play a Plains because if I draw another one in the next 2 turns I can just drop the Acolyte. Alright, that card's a problem. Not a big fan at all. Oh, and Planeswalker. Alright. I don't think we're winning this one.
Or wither as one.
Beating Planeswalkers in Limited is incredibly difficult. Especially when they're combat oriented. As much as I think it would help deploying, how should I put this? Blocking there to get rid of that threat isn't going to help us win if they keep the boss cat around. Which also means we need to equip and trigger prowess this turn. I'd rather not use Rousing Reed. I'd rather use that to equip to Bossry's Acolyte. I'd also rather deploy the Acolyte, but I can't. So I feel this is a Silent Dart plus equip turn. And we need to kill that Bossry. Eating a creature we'll just have to be okay with. Ooh, okay. We're in a very, very bad spot that is only getting worse.
I will guard your advance.
We'll keep going for a few more turns, but I don't think this game is going to be salvageable at this point. Have one more turn of waiting. We needed to get down the Minstrel Singer. Where is it? Minstrel Singer. If we don't find a way to pressure Bossry, we're going to lose.
Is your shield.
I will not take that block. As much as it would be quite nice to. This was getting very close to an alt that we just cannot beat. Going to play the Kraken post-combat. A reasonable blocker. Silent Dart will no longer be able to kill their flyer. Just accept that though. And now we are just actually dead.
Now is
Not
the
being
time
able
to strike.
to them blocking, them block through. Yeah, there was not really much to be done with the hand we had. Alright. Well, can't take another loss if we want to, you know, get any more gems or packs. So we've got to really step up our game here. Opponent goes first. Makes his hand a little bit worse. But at the same time... Well, let's see. We have 2-drop, a turn 3 thing to do with mana. We have a turn 4 play that gets better, especially if we've traded our Daybreak Charger by that point. And again, we might want to just keep it around. And if we draw blue mana, we have a very powerful play in Roaming Ghostlight. But it doesn't need to be an early play to be powerful. Short sword out. Will help keep our creatures later into the game. Have to target a creature. Should have targeted theirs, made it briefly a 4-1. Good luck. And get in there for 4 because our opponent seems to think that they're going to be winning this race. Interesting. No creatures moved though, that's something. Look at that. Attacking serves no purpose if I deploy the Forgotten Sentinel, but if I deploy Lord's Anthem, now I kill whatever blocks and survive. And I've got to start making up for the card disadvantage, or I should say board disadvantage of Lord's Anthem and Short Sword. I am to bounce the Carrying Glove. I don't like them being able to redeploy it immediately. Definitely playing the Ghostlight. I think I'm gonna bounce the Fetidim to just get in this turn. And then if I draw land, I can Sublime Epiphany create another roaming Ghostlight. I just want to keep the pressure on my opponent right now. Maybe I'm not even going to be concerned with getting the counter off, but what are you going to discard, opponent? Might use this for a fun budget deck at some point. Ooh. Osprey's Acolyte. What if I do? No. Now it even survives their Crypt Lurker. Okay. We have our opponent very, very firmly on their back foot. Unless they have something pretty big here, I think we've just got this wrapped up. Alright. Can we draw the 6th land? Bounce a Fetid Imp, create a roaming Ghostlight, bounce their Carrion Lurker. Draw a card for good measure. No blocks. Oh! Apparently that was a mistake. Unleash Fury and the Dust right there. Was thinking of trying to push through lethal no matter how they blocked, and in doing so, our opponent managed to push through lethal on us instead. So I was imagining they'd block there, I'd be down a creature, hit them. But I think I was just far enough ahead that I should just take the trade. The Epiphany means that if I ever hit that, I'm just going to get there. I think that was definitely something I could have played around. Because the opponent attacking should have queued me in. I don't think that's just oh, they had a blowout card. I think I should have been able to spot something was up that they were continuing to attack with the grub. When it was obviously lethal if I swung back. Something to keep in mind is, remember your opponent also has a plan. It's not just that you have one, and you need to take their plan into consideration when forming your own. Something I very much did not do. Yeah. So that would be a pretty short video. So I'm going to go ahead and give you one more game. I'll do it with Grixis Bolas, just because I've done the most deck checks on it and feel it would need the least amount of introduction. I can speak, I swear it. Playing against Dan Solo. This is very much a mulligan. This hand is, I don't think I need to explain why it's not a keep. This one, however. Alright, opponent's going first. Do I want to keep the Murderous Rider, the Extinction Event, or the Ravenous Chupacabra? I'm going to keep the Disfigure because if it's mono red, that Disfigure is going to be very, very important in this kind of a hand. Same thing if it's Gruul. I think I'll keep the Ravenous Chupacabra. I think I'll just bin the Extinction Event. It is the least versatile card in my hand that I'm considering. The others are good against, well, controller decks. As in, at least they do anything. Like a very overpriced threat. Okay. Put on Capstone. I'll reopen on red next turn. Then again, maybe I won't.
Alright, not going to sit this one. I'll protect you.
People think I'm just a, yeah, I'll let them think that I'm just a color screwed, Esper player. Swift end. No reason to let that sit around for too long. If I need to now, I can just deploy the Murderous Rider at a decent turn 5 setup, depending on what they're going to do. Oh, chess guy. Let's go ahead and take a look at their hand now then. Kind of want them to play the Rel. Expansion Explosion is going to be really brutal. I'm torn here. I'm torn between taking one of their counters. If I take a counter, it's going to be Thassa's Intervention. I don't want them holding a counter or card drop. And the Rel I just have an answer to. It's Silver Falls, so they're thinking less about potential Eldest Reborn, I hope.
What would you risk to do?
They played right into Eldest Reborn.
By a parent or guardian.
And now we'll get to see the real power behind it. When you get to play it into a nice one-card board like this, and completely sweep the momentum back into your favor. Each opponent discards a card. Really wish that had been the Absorb, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. I guess I'll let them use their counterspell here, because Eldest Reborn will just get back our Nicol Bolas for us anyway. Do the old Elspeth Conquers Death trick of, hey, I'm getting it anyway. Ah, dang. Them playing that is actually somewhat unfortunate, because now they can keep up with our Bolas by spending mana.
Spark will be mine.
We'll still be drawing cards though, so it's not the end of the world, I suppose. They're letting it resolve. And what are they exiling? About to be expected.
My intellect is without limit.
Tapped. Loading into the treasure. That'll be it for now. Okay. They're going to draw 2 cards.
Your
King
efforts are
Bolas.
futile.
And let's see what else they do. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have this one on lock, unless they can, well, I was getting ready to say it, unless they can answer the Bolas right now, which
I
they
have
managed
other
to do
plans.
exactly. So now we need another drop. I think one more turn with that Bolas would have pulled us very far ahead, losing it there to a draw 3. Not exactly ideal, not something we can't recover from though. This is only the opponent control. They're not going to be very creature heavy. I'm just going to deploy it as a clock, which is why we kept it over the extinction.
Right on schedule. I've got time.
They actually plussed there. They plus, and of course we draw the 1 card that makes us kind of want to deal with it. I'm not going to though, I'm going to force them to actually answer my creatures. so not going to play around anything. I'm just going to take a look at the most cards possible here. Before they draw anything else. There's no getting around that.
This might be a bad idea.
Planeswalkers. And return. Shadow the Sky, of course. But a Teferi that isn't drawing cards is a Teferi that, I don't really care about. Oh, of course now I do.
Every problem has a solution.
Subscribe.
Let's do. You ever wonder why hurricanes don't have two eyes?
More land. We are playing a land heavy deck, but still unfortunate. We're
No, I am not
one
making
mana
this
away
up as
from
I
being
go.
able to both play and play Nico Bolas the Ravager in the
I
same
know
turn.
exactly what to
Card
do.
I'd very much like to draw right now. Alright, next turn if we draw it, we're in a pretty decent shape if we get to actually resolve it. Search, I believe, is going to instant this, meaning this is our one real shot.
I'm not gonna lie.
Because after this,
Sometimes
the amount
I
of
make
card
it rain.
advantage my opponent is going to come up with is going to be really
There's
terrifying.
nothing.
Let's go ahead and disfigure the token here. Alright. And now I think we're just... Oh, did not find anything? Nice. Alright, we've got one more turn though.
I've got it.
You must be accompanied by a
For
parent
some
or
reason I
guardian.
thought that
to
was
watch the
whenever you
light.
scry or copy. Gotta remember to actually read cards. Hooray, Angrass Rampage. Doing what we put it in here for. Not being completely dead against control decks. Alright, we dealt with the Raoul. It's going to be pretty important for not just losing immediately to the next expansion explosion they find, and instead losing a little bit after they draw it. Huh. Thassa's intervention. There's no way that's gonna end well for us. The one downside of playing Grixis the way I am, with the more creature focus on removal spells, is you don't get to play powerful cards like Search for Oscanta, and if you fall behind against control,
Oh, I've done
then you end
hero
up in a
things
really,
before.
really bad spot. Like we currently are. Let's go ahead and try and dig here. We'll go with 6. Bluff our opponent on having a play for a murderous rider afterwards in case they... Nope, they do not care. Oh. We'll give this 2 more turns, I'd say. And that's... maybe not. That's what Search for Azcanta will do. It'll really close any game that it's allowed to go unchecked. Opponent is debating on what they're going to do.
Don't worry, I got this.
Plus Teferi, I imagine, with the intention of minusing it next turn to keep the cards coming. And that's about all that we've got for today. There's no way we're beating, 7 cards coming out of them with the Teferi and an active search. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Also, I have a set review coming up soon. It should be released tomorrow, but due to, not being the best at editing, it might take a little bit longer than that. So do look forward to that. That will be coming soon. I'll have a couple of guests on to help share their opinions on the cards as well, so it won't just be me talking to absolutely nobody for a very long period of time as I tell you my opinions on cards that you definitely think are all wrong, and I would very much appreciate if at the time that you watch that video, you leave your opinions on how wrong I am in the comments down below. Well, until next time, this has been Zerda with Zerda MTG, and I'm signing out.